Now, ABC 9 presents Siouxland's only half-hour local high school football show with sports director Chris Palmquist and sports anchor Alex Walker. This is ABC 9's Sportszone.
We're the Ridgeview Rafters. We're doing a gold out for Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month and Dance Marathon, which is our favorite late night activity.
Except for watching ABC 9 Sportszone. Take it away, Alex and Chris.
We officially did it. Happy Friday night, everybody. Welcome into week 3 of the ABC 9 Sportszone. Your only home for a full half hour of high school football right here in Siouxland. Alongside Alex Walker, I'm Chris Palmquist.
Tonight, it started to feel like fall and was a perfect way to announce the start of district play. We'll check out a top 5 battle in Marcus and another one out in Norfolk. We'll head to Orange City for the Tulip Bowl, and we'll check out a metro matchup between East and North. But first, we'll start with our Woodhouse game of the week.
And for that one, we're going to head down Highway 20 to Holstein for the Class 1A District 2 opener between Ridgeview and Hinton. Now, even before both the Blackhawks and Raptors got off to 2-0 starts this year, this game had the potential of being a big one. Hinton went 9-2 last season, and even though Ridgeview went 4-5, 4 of those losses were by 10 points or less. And one of those included a 7-point loss at Hinton last year. Could the Raptors get some revenge tonight? Well, after a Ridgeview 3-and-out to open the game, Terrell Henrich, spoiler alert, I'm going to say his name a lot tonight, takes it to the house, and it's 7-0 Hinton less than 2 minutes in. Raptors looking to answer, but Jacob Kerwin wears a big man number but has hands like a corner, going up and coming down with the interception for Hinton. That eventually sets up Jay Small on the quarterback keeper for the score. The extra point was blocked, but it's 13-0. That wakes up the Raptors. Grant Anderson finds Buddy, what's your favorite color, lamp, for a nice gain. Later on the drive, Peyton Boyle caps it off with 7 for the Raptors. All of a sudden, they're right back in this thing.
Look at that kid making plays, too.
And they would take momentum, too. Hinton driving, but they lose the rock. Ryan McGuire pounces on it, and ball's going the other way. But like I said earlier, this Henrich kid is all over these highlights. He picks it off for the Hawks after the first quarter ends. They couldn't capitalize on the drive, but the Blackhawk D would force another punt. And guess who, Alex?
It's Mr. Henrich.
Yes, it is. Reverses field, nothing but green grass in front of him. It was 21-7 Hinton after that punt return. He wasn't done. Raptors trying to get it done through the air, but Henrich absolutely shutting down that side of the field. His second pick of the quarter. Again, they couldn't score, though. 2-minute drill time for Ridgeview. Anderson to Jackson Graff. Great catch on the sideline. Nice position there for the Raptors, but they go back to the left, and that's a no-fly zone.
I need that Terrell Henrich cheat code, Chris. What a stud.
I want that Hinton defense for my fantasy football team this week.
Absolutely.
Henrich, at least. Third interception of the quarter. Hinton rolls to a win, 42-19. Well, Alex will announce our nominees for next Friday's Game of the Week, so stay tuned this weekend for that. Shifting back to the action tonight, though, it's been a very up-and-down start to the season for both East and North. The Black Raiders dropped their Week 1 game to Heelan before rebounding with a 35-point win over West.
North, on the other hand, opened up with a 16-point win over Abe Lincoln, but could only muster 66 yards of total offense last week in a 69-0 loss to Fort Dodge. So would it be the Black Raiders or the Stars moving over 500 tonight? It was a close one early, Chris, tied at 14 in the second quarter with East on the move, but Connor Kcau is picked off by Dion Claiborne, and North takes over.
Another kid who does it all for his team.
But East wanted revenge, and they got it in the form of Albert Saul. He clocks the quarterback for the safety, 16-14 East. That play changed everything. Ensuing East drive, Kcau to Dustin Moon. Pretty connection to move the chains. Then a few plays later, Kcau the pump. He finds a streaking Dom Flemister, and the senior makes a spectacular one-handed grab. You better believe it, touchdown. 23-14 East, and they keep it rolling. Skylar Skoglund bounces to the outside. That's all she wrote. 16 yards, 29-14 Raiders. After a North fumble, it's East in the red zone again. Skoglund from 3 yards out, 22 unanswered from East. To end the half, they win 64-22. 8th-ranked Heelan taking on an 0-2 Denison Schleswig team. tonight at Memorial Field, and great patriotism there from the Crusaders student section. Opening drive for the Monarchs. The punt is blocked by Sabian Clark. Brandon Hohenstein collects from the sidelines, and the Crusaders are in good field position. But then this happens. The Monarch D capitalizing on a Sabian Clark fumble, and the Monarchs are in a good position, but that drive would stall, and the Crusaders took advantage. Clark redeems himself, hits the hole hard, and he gone. 79 yards, one man to beat, no one's catching him, and Heelan goes up 7-0. And that Crusader defense, Chris, was sharp tonight. Brandon Hohenstein sniffs that play out from the snap. They're gonna need some ice packs in the morning.
It's like Troy Polamalu back in the day. As a Steelers fan, you appreciate that, right?
Always, and this had bad ending written all over it. Not for Clark, but for us, the photographers. I was okay, that guy, not okay. But Heelan, they were okay in this one. They win in a rout, 40-0.
Let's head up to Haywarden, Lawton Bronson and West Sioux. One of our choices for game of the week this week. This one turned out pretty darn good.
It could have been a good option for sure.
Second quarter, Henry Halfkey for the Eagles gets swallowed up by Justin Nygaard in the backfield. Ouch. Nice tackles. We've seen a few good ones already tonight. Second and goal, though, and Terrace Ashley fighting through that contact. He breaks the plane. He's amped up. West Sioux, though, leads 7-6 at this point. West Sioux gets the ball back. Porter Hummel, he was gone last week. We're glad to have him back. Kesden Blankenship, nothing but cornfields in front of him. 14-6 Falcons at that point. Lawton Bronson, though, had the answer, and they did all night, too. Matt Herbold pitches it out to Ashley, his second touchdown of the game to make it 14-12. How about this, Alex? 32-31. Just a gut punch loss for Lawton Bronson. A nice win, though, for West Sioux.
Fantastic win, for sure. Well, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we got more Sportszone coming up.
Yes, we do. Later in the show, we'll check out our plays of the week. We'll run through the local scoreboard. And don't forget, we're handing out 2 free buffets to Pizza Ranch. Stay in the zone.
We have the Eastside student section, and it's pajama night for Raider Nation. And there's nothing better.
Don't watch the Sportszone before you go to bed. Chris and Alex will be right back.
Welcome back to the ABC9 Sportszone. Last season, MMC beat GTRA twice, once in the regular season and then again in the playoffs, ending the Titans' year.
Can you even say Grettinger, Terrell, Ruth Van Aerscher?
Probably not.
All
it's
right.
a tongue twister.
Tonight's matchup could be a preview of another postseason battle. The 5th-ranked Titans in Marcus to take on the 4th-ranked Eagles in a great 8-man battle. You know I love my 8-man football.
Me too.
MMC's Ben Specht. Look at him breaking tackles and going 42 yards to the house. He's amped. MMC goes up 32-14. So it's game over, right?
Not at
Not
all.
in 8-man football. Michael Gieris, 15 yards to the house for GTRA with 15 seconds left in the half. It's a 12-point game at the break. In the third now, down to an 8-point game. And Gieris, again, this time from 20 yards out. Shedding tacklers. Game tied up at 40. MMC, though, battles again. Micah Peterson on the receiving end from Ben Specht, 35 yards right there in front of the end zone. They say he broke the pylon. Touchdown, Eagles. We jump ahead to the 4th, and it's that Specht kid again doing it all from the quarterback position. That seals the win. MMB takes a great one, 56-40.
We had to make some big-time adjustments on defense as far as our D-line. Offensively, we got a few breaks. We got some guys that got open, and our quarterback play was able to scramble enough and get it to guys. I think we only had one big-time drop on that, so our receivers did a real good job of corralling the ball.
The Eagles now 3-0 on the season. Dating back to 2012, South O'Brien has been one of the most consistent football programs in the area. In that span, the Wolverines have a combined record of 27-8.
Not bad. Galen, on the other hand, has hit a rare rough patch. The Jays have racked up a 6-23 record in that same time period. Let's head to the ice cream capital of the world and see if South O'Brien can protect that number 5 ranking. Galen fans, though, they sure know how to tailgate.
That's
Looks
making
good.
me hungry, man.
First quarter, Galen looking to start strong, but a mishap on the handoff causes a fumble, and the Wolverine defense is there to pick it up. And it's Damon Struve with a 79-yard touchdown run I'm spoiling it before it even gets going.
That kid
there
is
he goes.
a monster for South O'Brien. Talk about a workhorse. That is Damon Struve.
In like 4 different sports, too. What an athlete. 7-0 Wolverines. Galen staying tough, though. It's Alec Langle. J-Mac shot that for us. He's a Royals fan.
Of
Nice
course
job.
he is.
Nice
Well
job.
played, sir.
Alex Langle and Lucas McCarty there to drop the runner in the backfield. It was 7-0 South O'Brien after 1. And it wasn't close when it was all said and done. South O'Brien, a normal final score here, but they went on to win and a big-time score there. Some other District 2 action, Akron Westfield and Woodbury Central, both looking for their 2nd wins of the year. At the beginning of the first quarter, Brady Butters runs the ball for a touchdown. Can't believe it's Butter. I messed that one up.
That was bad.
Was that bad?
That was really
good, though.
bad,
That run
that
was good.
Nice. Much better than what you just did.
I
Well done,
tried to
Brady.
be punny, but it did not work. In the same quarter, it's Caleb Colt. He catches the ball, runs it for a touchdown. 13-6, Woodbury Central.
This kid had like 4 touchdowns last week, too, picking up right where he left off a week ago.
In the second quarter, Westerners ball. It's Austin Allard. He catches the ball in the red zone. Akron down just 1 point now. Then later in the second, it's Cal Eskra into the end zone. It's 18-13 Akron Westfield at that point. And I don't believe we have a final there. Actually, we do. 34-29, Akron Westfield wins in a close one.
Cherokee already has more wins than they did the last 3 years combined. The Braves in Sioux Center tonight. What a banner that is. That was pretty cool, huh?
Nice.
Kcau, we didn't know if he was going to play this week. He played. Devin Mao, making him look good. What a one-handed catch there. Big game for the Warriors on that new turf.
Second one-handed catch of the night, too, on Sportszone.
A few plays later, it's Christian Lundy. Coming up big on the defensive end of things, he breaks up a pass in the end zone to force a turnover on downs. The Brave defense coming up big.
Taking names.
Cherokee, though, has a 3-and-out. That forces them to punt, and the snap goes awry. Cherokee recovers it, but gets taken down for a safety. It's 2-0 Sioux Center. Next series, Keefe to Marcus Winterfeld. Beautiful ball placement right there. Sioux Center stretches the lead. The following series, Adam Cedar finds Mason Meitzenheimer. Sorry about that, Mason. Cherokee gets the nice win, 26-23. Down in Orange City, the Tulip Bowl between Unity Christian and MOC Floyd Valley. Brady Shutt, the MOC Floyd Valley quarterback. Nice find of Jaron Powell. That puts the ball inside the 15, less than 30 seconds to go in the half. So 2-minute drill time here for the Dutch. Next play, Shutt finds Tyler Rupp to get into the end zone. Look at that catch. Actually just short of the red zone, rather, not the end zone. Excuse me, getting ahead of myself. Unable to convert, though. They settle for the field goal. That makes it 9-7 Dutch. In the second half, Shutt calls his own number, picks up a nice gain, and MOC wins the rivalry 16-13.
Fun game there. Siblio cheated, making the trip over to Inwood to take on number 9 West Lyon. We pick things up in the second quarter. West Lyon with a 3-point lead. Siblio deep in Wildcat territory. Garrett Saylor to Colby Wagoner for the apparent touchdown, but wait a minute, holding
Heartbreaker.
laundry on the field.
Crazy.
That's gotta hurt. Next play, Saylor tries to go through the air again, but West Lyons, Noah Van Hoff with the pickoff. A great INT. It was 10-7 West Lyon at halftime, and they go on to win a close one, 17-13.
Well, that's it for our highlights from Iowa, but when we come back, we'll head out to the Cornhusker State and see if Pierce and Norfolk Catholic could protect their top 3 rankings. We're back in 2.
I'm a Cherokee Braves fan. Coming up next, our matchup with Sioux Center.
Stay tuned for Sportszone. Let's go Braves! Yay! Braves!
Thanks for staying with us. So far this season, Norfolk Catholic has lived up to their expectations as one of the favorites in Class C1. The Knights have outscored their opponents 86-18 through 2 weeks.
That's a 43-9 average, by the way.
Not
One
bad.
of those, Wahoo last week was ranked in the top 10. Tonight, the Knights welcomed the top 5 opponents in Norfolk. Number 4, Newman Catholic. Austin Cothell and Wes Taney from our Sportszone partners at Northeast Community College shot this game for us. In the third quarter, Norfolk Catholic with the ball. Miles Verbka, new quarterback for the Knights. Jeff Beller at the beginning of the season said he was one of their X factors. Finds Matt Miller, who has green field, but he gets dragged down the shoestring tackle at the 10. Third quarter, same drive. Verbka hands it off to guess who?
He's a safe bet.
David Engelhop rumbles into the end zone. It's 23-8 Norfolk Catholic. Kylan Kcau kicks off, and Jackson Simons receives it, and a little trickery there from Newman. How about that? They're in business out near midfield. Noah Verdal scrambles to his right and finds Simons in the end zone, but David Engelhop playing defense, coming up with a big breakup. Tight game, big win for Norfolk Catholic, 30-23. So Norfolk Catholic doing its part to set up a massive game later in the season against number 3 Pierce.
But could the Blue Jays do the same? Tonight, the 2-0 Jays hosted O'Neill, who was also undefeated. Austin and Wes from our Sportszone partners at NECC also got this game for us. Fourth quarter, it's Pierce. After the flag comes out, it's Taggart Bailey to Mason Buckendahl. 10 yards to move those chains. And later in the quarter, it's Bailey to Levi Sudbeck for a touchdown.
How cool of a name is Taggart, by the way?
Not bad.
Doesn't it just seem like he should be an old Western guy?
On my final 5 for when I have a kid. 7-0 Pierce. Later in the quarter, Bailey to Cody Asmus. Right on the yard line, just shy of a touchdown. Pierce's aerial attack looking sharp 3 games into the season. Then on the next play, it's Bailey to Austin Freeman. He scoots into the end zone for a touchdown, 14-0 Pierce. They win in a blowout, 47-0.
One more game to get to in Class C1. West Point Beamer down in Wahoo. A battle of 1-1 teams. Scoreless early on in this one. 4th and 1 on what looks like a promising drive for the Warriors. But that Beamer defense, that cadet defense, gets on top of it. They force the turnover on downs. That's Austin Streeter coming up with the tackle. Warriors on their own 37 now, but look how quickly they turn this into a score. Ethan Stratman picking up some big yardage here to put him in good position. And then the very next play, Josh Abbott finds Jake Ruzicka, takes a hard hit, but powers on into the end zone. Wahoo takes a 7-0 lead, and not too exciting for Beamer. They fall in this one 38-6. That does it for our highlights tonight, but coming up, we'll check out the best of the best from tonight. We'll find out who's eating some free pizza.
We're the Hidden Cheerleaders. There's 2 things we love: great football and free pizza. Coming up after the break, we'll check out both. Yeah!
Time to check out our plays of the night. We start with our defensive stand of the night, and this one is stands because Terrell Henrich is the Darrell Revis of high school football. Not 1, not 2, 3 interceptions tonight against Ridgeview, all of them in the second quarter.
Henrich Island.
Don't throw it that way. Congratulations, Terrell. Hinton gets a big-time win as well.
No fly zone with him. Our offensive play of the night comes from Olsen Stadium. East taking on North. It's Connor Koza with a big-time ball there.
Great catch, too.
Phenomenal catch there. He said after the play, is that going to be the top play of the night? Your wish has been granted. Well done in the one-handed catch. Phenomenal by Dom Flemister, the senior.
And time to check out our fan photo of the night. Who's getting 2 free buffets to Pizza Ranch? Mackenzie Pratt is going to take away 2 free buffets. We had some great pictures sent in tonight, though. This was a very tough decision. Thank you to everyone who sent them in. They were fantastic. Please keep them coming. Alex will be here all weekend. You have a busy Saturday.
We got a huge Saturday. It's the Cyhawk Showdown. Iowa State at 3:45 tomorrow. And some good GPAC action as well. Morningside's home opener. And Northwestern travels to Dorr in some other action up there in Tuesday.
Briarcliff at the Dakota Dome as well. Nebraska plays South Alabama.
They need a bounce-back win after getting heartbroken.
And the X's have a chance to close out St. Paul on the road tomorrow. Best of luck to the X's.
Yeah, we got a loaded slate of sports. Should be fun.
For Alex Walker, I'm Chris Palmquist. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Enjoy your weekend, everybody.